Welcome back for another video, and today we're going to be talking a little bit of teal season. I want to tell you guys what I plan on taking out as my loadout for teal season this year. I've been spending the day scouting out some marshes and taking a look at how things are growing this summer, and I'm very impressed and very excited because things look amazing. So fingers crossed for a good teal season and a good duck season. But today I've got all kinds of gear to show you guys and tell you guys about, because there's a lot of stuff that I like to bring when I teal hunt. I hope you guys take what I have to say into consideration when you are packing your bag to go out for teal season. Now, I tried to hit all the essentials on the list of things that I like to take, but I guarantee you I forgot something. So if you guys have things that you like to take teal hunting, drop it down in the comments for everybody else to know what you guys like to bring. It's a little windy out here, so if there's wind noise, I apologize. So let's go ahead and start out by talking about my bag that I like to bring. This is my Rogers double spinning wing backpack. It works great for carrying spinners, but it also works great as a blind bag. So I've done overviews on this in the past, but here's a quick little look inside the bag at what I like to bring. So first and foremost, shotgun shells. I recommend using 6-shot for teal. I don't have any. This is actually a box of 2s, but wanted to bring a box of shells so I didn't forget to talk about it. I like shooting 2 3/4 or 3-inch 6-shot, and I've had really good luck with just using the cheap low brass steel 6s, and they've done me just fine, and you can get them for like $5 a box. So that's what I recommend you use during teal season. So moving on here, we've got spinners. To me, teal season is the time to break out the spinners, and I like to have a lot of spinners in my teal spread. So I've got a teal spinner. I've got some dove spinners that I like to use. Now, I know some people don't like using dove spinners for ducks, but these work great for teal season, and they add some more flash to your spread. So I always make sure to bring my dove spinners. And then, of course, we've got the regular old Mallard spinners. Just like to bring them along because they're spinners, and I like putting as many spinners in my teal spread as I can. Now, moving on to other stuff in the bag, essentials. Hearing protection. I use these Tetra Alpha Shields. I love them, but I want to strongly encourage you guys to get some hearing protection and use it, because waterfowl hunting will cause hearing loss. And I used the Tetras all last season, and I'm really thankful that I did, because I didn't have any ears ringing during hunts, didn't have to worry about hearing loss in the future. So I'm trying my best to be proactive about preventing hearing loss. A few other things, I like to bring my game tote so that I can put my ducks on my strap and carry them out. Highly recommend you bring one of these, because carrying your ducks out in your hands, teal it's not so bad, but I've had to walk out with mallards in my hands because I forgot my game tote, and it was a long walk and that was not very fun. So get you a game tote. A few other things here, headlamp and flashlight. You're gonna need them for going out in the dark, and this one has red lights. I've found that if I'm just hanging out at my spot and I want to be able to see things, using red lights helps minimize the amount of bugs that start swarming your face. So if you're hanging out in the marsh, you're set up and ready to go, you just want a little light to see, put on the red lights and the bugs won't swarm you as bad. Speaking of bugs, thermocell. Marshes are a breeding ground for mosquitoes, and we've all been there sitting in the marsh during teal season and you're just getting swarmed by mosquitoes. You can use bug spray, but I prefer using a thermocell. These things work great, and I won't go teal hunting without bug spray or my thermocell, or doing both. And lastly in the bag is a Teal Call. I like using the Teal Call. I've seen it work, and I won't go teal hunting without my Teal Call anymore because I've seen it work so well. I like to call the birds. You don't necessarily need to call teal, but I honestly think a Teal Call does help. So blowing that call just makes me excited about teal season. Holy smokes. So that's all I really bring in my bag. I've got a couple pocket knives and other little things, but that's the essentials that I like to bring inside my bag, because it's not so much that it's a pain to bring, and it covers all the bases of the things that I'm going to need during my hunt. So if you guys have anything else that you like to put inside your bag, drop it down in the comments. So new for this season, I finally got a sled. I posted a video on that last week, and this was my first time pulling it out in the field, and this thing pulls pretty well, but I did find out that this rope is kind of short, so I'm gonna need to put a different rope on here so then I can actually wrap it around my body while I'm walking. The thing that really made me want this sled was the cover that comes with it. So I'm able to put all my gear in here and it's contained, and I don't have to worry about things falling out. So in the sled, I have this. This is my shotgun. I'm gonna need this while I'm teal hunting. It's my Winchester SX4, and I always shoot a modified choke. And then on my shotgun, gunsling. Teal season or any kind of marsh hunting, unless I'm in my kayak, I'm gonna want the gunsling so that I can bring my shotgun with me wherever I go in the marsh, because I've had it happen so many times when I'm hunting ducks that I'm out picking up one and another one flies by. Having this on my shoulder ready to go, it just makes it so then I have more shooting opportunities. Now some other stuff in here. Water bottle. You're gonna want water. September is hot. Try and bring a lot of water because I get thirsty, so I'm sure you guys would too when it gets hot. Don't forget your water bottle. You will be miserable. I like to always pack a hoodie or some other kind of like outerwear. I'm usually wearing it when I go in because it's chillier, but as the day goes on, shed some layers. Make sure it's either camo or kind of olive color, brown color where you blend in. So I like to bring my hoodie, and this one is actually one of my Mallard's Bro hoodies. So link in the description if you want to check it out. And then in the back of the sled, I've got my waders. These are my Rogers Toughman 2-in-1 waders. I actually just posted a video on those as well, but got the breathables. I love breathable waders during teal season because I can take the insulation out of these ones, and it makes it a lot less hot and sweaty. It makes for a more enjoyable hunting experience. You can walk better in the breathables. Once you go to breathable waders, you will never go back to neoprene. So that's what I like to do, and I think I might start putting my waders in the sled and put them on when I get to my spot, so then I don't have to wear my waders walking in and having to walk long distances, getting all sweaty and stuff. So that makes it a lot easier. I've done that a few times in the past and I've loved it, so I think this sled is going to really help out with that. I've got a couple more things in here, and I've got my decoys. These are my blue-wing teal decoys. They are full plumed, as you guys can see, but they seem to work pretty well. I like to use teal decoys during teal season, but I also throw in some mallard hen decoys to like basically treat them as magnum teal decoys. So keep in mind, during teal season, the birds are gonna look like this. They're gonna not have their fall plumage on them. If you don't have teal decoys, you can use your mallard decoys, but I would say to have more of a realistic spread, go ahead and take all your drakes out of your spread and just throw out mallard hen decoys, and then you're gonna kind of mimic what the birds look like. I've also got my green-winged teal decoys. These ones have seen a lot of use. These are like the original decoys that I used on the channel, and they keep living. These are water keel, little cheapy Walmart decoys, and they've seen a lot of use over the past 5 years. So I always try to bring at least 24 decoys out with me whenever I go hunt. So teal decoys are nice because you can pack them in really easy. They're really lightweight and they don't take up a lot of room in the sled or in the kayak or whatever you use to get out there. And then lastly, I've got a couple more things in the sled. This one is just, I've got poles for the spinners, and then I've also got my Motion Ducts decoy spreader. And I'm excited to use this year because it's going to put a lot of motion into the spread. I did a video on this last week, so be sure to check that video out if you haven't seen it. These things are awesome, and I can't wait to get it out in teal season and see how it sucks the birds in. Having spinners, having decoys moving, the spread is gonna be on fire. So I feel like I kind of ran through that stuff really fast, but I don't generally take a lot of stuff with me when I'm out hunting. I try to keep it to the bare minimum and only, whoa, big bumblebee. and only use what I know I'm gonna use. I don't want to bring things saying, you know, I might use this, I might not. It's just extra stuff to worry about. It adds weight if you're walking in or in the boat, so I try to keep it down to the minimum. Decoys, shells, guns, calls, and spinners, and all that kind of stuff. So that is kind of my teal season loadout, and I'm very excited to get out in the marsh, shoot some teal. I've got high hopes for this season. All these marshes I've been scouting today look amazing, so fall is coming and I am getting excited. If you guys liked this video, leave me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please be sure to do that, and then you can stay tuned with all of the new videos coming out this fall. But that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one.